Why are they so good? Welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided that I'm going to make brownies. Now I know that I've done a couple cooking videos. It's just something that I enjoy doing. I find it really therapeutic. So I thought rather than making it a really elaborate video, I'm just going to do a bit of a more chilled one. I've just finished watching the last episode of Normal People and I just sat and cried. And I just want to make some brownies and be warm and chilled. I can't be bothered with any of the other hassle. So I've got, so far, these are the dry ingredients from the cupboard. I've got cocoa powder, plain flour, I think it's plain flour, and baking powder, vanilla extract, 200-gram bar of dark chocolate. This is the Dairy Fine brand from Aldi. And then I've got 2 packets of chocolate chips, which actually aren't part of the recipe, but I think I might just add them at the end, which are both half eaten by yours truly, but I'll see how I feel, because I might just eat them. Haven't decided yet. Here is the brownie tin. How beautiful is that? I mean, it's just a tin, but just because it's brand new, it's just gorgeous. So I will grease this at some point. I actually think I might do it whilst the chocolate's melting. So yeah, let's crack on with the first step. I'm going to take the chocolate. Now this is 200 grams, so I only actually need half of this. I'm going to get a pan of water and a bowl. I'm just going to quickly find ones that like sit inside each other. And I'm going to get the water boiling away, and then I'll show you obviously me popping the chocolate and the butter in. I'm just going to pop 150 grams of unsalted butter into this bowl. This is the bowl that I'm going to be popping over the pan, so I just thought it'd be easier to weigh it directly into it. So that is my butter done, and then what I'm going to do is just quickly break up this. Actually, I'm going to break it in half first, because this means that I could make brownies a secondary time. Perfect. And I'm just going to get out a little wooden spoon ready to whisk it up. Sorry about my outfit, by the way. That I understand that I look really trampy. Well, not really trampy, but like grey joggers and a pink top, fair enough. But I was cold, so I put this on. Just let the water heat up a bit more, and then that'll melt down lovely. So what I'm going to do now, which are the next steps, I'm going to get out the beloved Halloween ball. I'm going to whisk together the eggs and the sugar. So I'm going to have to weigh out the sugar, and I'll put the eggs straight into the other bowl. Yeah, I'm going to whisk it together because I watched a video of Jamie Oliver doing brownies a couple of weeks back, and he whisked it because it made the brownies have a nicer texture in the end. So just quickly, the sugar that the recipe says is 300 grams. I'm going to do 100, so 200 brown and 100 of white. Just going to crack the eggs straight into the bowl. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, so just hold it above. This is the butter and chocolate coming together nicely. To be honest, I could probably take this off the heat now, because there's definitely enough there. In fact, I am going to do that. I'm just going to turn it off now and let it sit there for a bit, because the bowl is so hot that it will all melt in. What I'm going to do now, whilst that is sitting, is I'm going to weigh out the kind of bowl of dry ingredients. 125 grams of plain flour, so I'll do the flour first. The other thing is, you are meant to sift this in when I do the next couple steps, but we don't have a proper baking sieve yet. So I will just be adding this in normally, but if you sift it, you will get fluffier brownies. Then a further 15 of cocoa powder, and then half a teaspoon of baking powder. So as you can see, I am just mixing together the butter and the chocolate that's melted. It's all come together really nicely. What I'm going to do is add a quick scrunch. It is a pinch of salt, but we've only got the scrunched one. So a quick scrunch of that and mix that in. Again, in Jamie's video, he said that the salt brings out the chocolate flavour. Add some of the chocolate to the egg mixture. So I'm just going to tip it in. There's not really any good way of doing it. I'm just going to pour that all in. I'm just going to whisk that in. But I'm going to do more of a folding action, so to not remove any air. So I am just popping the oven on to 180. I never tend to pop it on before I do everything when I'm filming, purely because filming does take a little bit longer with everything. And there's no really easy way to explain how to grease a tin. In fact, no, I will explain. So I'm going to put some butter in like the corners of the tin, along the edges, the seams. I don't want to like grease the whole entire thing. That's the point, otherwise you just... Right, then I'm going to take my grease-proof square and press it into the tin, focusing on like the bottom section, so just getting it into all the corners. Take this corner, just going to stretch that out and snip downwards, and then you basically fold one behind the other, and it makes the tin more flat rounded rather than like this. What you want to do is get a bit of the butter that you did and just stick the two corners together with the butter. I'm just going to cut this top edge down, so it's quite a monster. I've just realised that I've not been filming that whole time. But anyway, I've got the brownie in the tin. Yeah, so I popped it in the centre, and with a spoon I just shimmied it to the corners, and I've tried to make it one flat level. I said that the mixture seems to be a bit less like, or bear in mind, you can see here how like deep the tin is. It's not even like halfway up the tin. So we'll see. I'm going to pop it in the oven now. She is in the oven. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm not sure what happened, what if anything has went wrong, but it said bake for 25 minutes. I have put it in for 18 because I just don't want it to burn. I'll keep checking it anyway. I've just tasted the brownie, and I mean, I didn't intentionally. This is where we're at. I've cut it into 16 pieces because it's quite a rich, I don't know, it seemed too much. So I'm now going to pop these onto a plate, and I'm going to pop one to the side for myself to have. I'm so excited. Obviously, like I said, I have tasted it as some came off on the knife. The white chocolate chips have worked, so next time I do this, I think I'm going to include a whole 100 grams of white chocolate chips. So it is now time for the taste test. One of the ones that was crumbling a bit, I've put to the side. They haven't risen, although they obviously have slightly. Very gooey, but I feel like brownies are always small because they're rich. Right, okay, taste test, here we go. Is there any white chocolate bits? Oh, yes there is. Look at that. Oh, wow. It's very soft. Oh, you can even see some of them. Did you see some of the moisture? I have another bit. This is better than Costa's. Why am I so good? So I hope you enjoyed my little brownie recipe. I am so beyond happy with the outcome, especially seeing as how I was skeptical as to how they were gonna turn out. So if anybody makes these chocolate brownies, please send me a picture, tag me in your post, whatever. I would just love to know. If you did enjoy, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye!